These buttermilk Aebleskivers are a great way to bring your family together. I encourage you to try out this recipe and start making those wonderful memories. The ingredients you will need are 3 eggs, 3 tablespoons sugar, half teaspoon salt, 2 cups buttermilk, 2 cups flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 2 skewer sticks, corn oil or any kind of oil you prefer, and about half a cup of powdered sugar. Separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. Set the egg yolks aside and begin beating the egg whites with the mixer until medium to hard peaks form. You want to make sure that your mixing bowl is very clean and doesn't contain any water in it, or else the egg whites won't get to the texture you need them to. Set the egg whites aside and beat your egg yolks for a few seconds. Once they're nice and smooth, go ahead and add in 3 tablespoons of sugar and 2 cups of buttermilk and beat on low speed until well blended. Now you will sift your flour, baking powder, and baking soda into the egg yolk mixture. You will need to mix in the flour by hand since you don't want to overbeat it. Mix until no lumps remain. It just takes a bit of patience, but trust me, you will get it to a smooth consistency. At this point, you'll add in your fluffy egg whites, not all at once but in 3 parts, mixing very gently to not deflate them. Mix just until well incorporated. Add about 1 tablespoon of oil into each indentation and set your Aebleskiver pan to preheat at just a bit less than the medium heat setting. While your oil is preheating, get your workspace ready. The tray that you'll be putting your Aebleskivers in needs to be covered with a few layers of paper towels to soak in the oil. An easy way to check if your oil is hot enough is by sprinkling a tiny bit of water onto it, and once you hear it bubble like this, you know it's ready. Just be extra careful when doing this because the oil may splatter. Add about 2 tablespoons of batter into each indentation. You know you need to turn the Aebleskivers when you see the edges turning golden brown. Push down on one end of the Aebleskiver with your skewer stick while lifting up the other end with your second one. Once you see that the second half has turned golden brown, poke the Aebleskivers with your skewer stick to lift them out of the pan. You won't need to refill your pan with oil after each round, but you'll see that some of the indentations will need a refill sooner than others. Just make sure you give it a moment to heat up after you add more oil. This recipe yields just under 50 Aebleskivers. Sift powdered sugar on these little wonders and they're ready to be enjoyed. They're great to have with tea and just look at that soft texture. They will melt in your mouth. Please don't forget to subscribe to my cooking channel, and I'll be sure to share with you a lot more deliciousness.